Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
And is the screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
मागचा लेक्चर किती वाजता संपला? मागचा लेक्चर किती वाजता संपला? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
मग मी काय विचारतोय, मागचा लेक्चर किती वाजता संपला?
Sir, just आता संपला सर. आता संपलाय सर जस्ट.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I hope the screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is the slide visible? The following cases of impact of jet will be considered. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are seeing the first case, okay, of impact of jet, that is force exerted by the water jet on the plate which is stationary or the plate which is fixed and is not moving. Now for that we have up till the last lecture we have studied when the flat plate is held normal to the jet, that means when the plate was vertical, okay, and normal to the direction of the jet. Okay, then the second case, when flat plate is held inclined to the jet, that means in this case the plate was inclined, okay, and the jet was acting at an inclined position, and this jet and this plate were at an angle theta. But in the first case the jet and plate were normal to each other, or at 9 were striking at 90° to each other. So both these cases we have studied up to the last lecture. This morning itself I have uploaded the last lecture on Teachmeet. You can go and watch it. Those who have not watched it, or those who were absent for the lecture, they can go and watch it. Now today we are going to study about the third case, which is when the plate is curved. That means in this case the plate is not going to be flat. it is going to be in a curved position in this manner. Okay, this will be the shape of the plate, and it is also known as a vein. So we'll call it as a curved plate or a curved vein. Now, in this third type, there are again three subtypes. Okay, so in the case of when the plate is curved and when the jet is striking on it, there are three types. First, when the jet is striking at the center. Okay, so the first case will be when the jet is striking at the center. The second case is when the jet is striking on one end of the curved vein, and the curved vein is symmetrical. And the third case is the jet is striking on the side of the curved vein, but the curved vein is not symmetrical or it is unsymmetrical. So these are the three types, and we are going to derive the formula for all those three types. Okay, so let us come now to the impact of jet on stationary curved plate. And here we will be seeing the first case, that is when the jet strikes the plate at the, or when the jet strikes the curved plate at the center. So you can see here, this is a pipe. Okay, this is a pipe. This is the nozzle attached at the end of the pipe so that water can fall out of the nozzle with a very high velocity. And this is the jet of water which has fallen out of the nozzle. And it is striking this plate which is curved. Okay, and it is stationary. Okay, and the jet is striking this curved plate at the center. Okay, now as you can imagine, after the jet strikes the plate, we all know as this plate is stationary, the water jet after striking the plate, it is going to move along the plate and it is going to fall out. Okay, that jet of water, it is going to move along the plate after it has struck it, and then it is going to fall out. Now, let us consider V is the absolute velocity of the jet. That means V is the velocity with which the water jet has come out of the nozzle and with which it is going to strike the curved plate. Small a, as always, it is the cross-sectional area of this jet. So this is the cross-sectional area A. And theta is the angle between deflected jet at the outlet tip and the horizontal. Okay, so let me just show you with the help of the diagram again. This is the curved plate. After striking the plate, the water jet will get deflected along the plate in this direction. So theta is the angle between the deflected jet. So this is the deflected jet and this is the horizontal line. So the angle between the deflected jet and the horizontal line is theta. Now, if you remember for the last type, that is inclined jet. आता त्या inclined jet मध्ये आपलं theta काय होता? What was the theta? Here the theta was the angle between the jet and the inclination of the plate. But in this case, theta, what will be the theta? It will be the deflected jet and the horizontal angle between deflected jet and the horizontal. So just you have to remember these minor points. Okay, and I am stressing on these minor points because most of the time what happens in the examination, some students get confused, okay, as what should be taken as theta, and if you confuse these small things, you will confuse the entire formula which is to be used. And as I already told you, one of the most important aspect of hydraulics too is its formulas. Okay, you just have to remember the formulas. Okay, so one tip before I give for your final examination, तुम्ही फायनल एक्झामिनेशनला बसायच्या आधी तुमच्या एक पेज वरती लिहून काढा. ओके, कसंही करा, पण सगळे फॉर्म्युलेस जेवढे आहेत तेवढे सगळे तुमच्या हातात जरी असले, ओके, इट विल बी इझी फॉर यू टू सॉल्व एनी न्यूमेरिकल. सो प्रोसीडिंग फर्दर, some important points to consider. So is this slide visible? Some important.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the figure in the previous slide shows a fluid jet striking at the center of a curved plate which is stationary. That means which is not moving. Now when the jet strikes this stationary curved plate, it strikes with a relative, so this is not relative, this is the absolute velocity. So the jet strikes the curved plate with an absolute velocity capital V, and this will be our initial velocity. Okay, now after striking the jet moves along the curved plate and exits through the ends. Okay, त्याचे कर्व्ड पोर्शन प्लेटचे जे एंड्स असतील त्याच्या थ्रू काय होणार आहे, तुमचं डिफ्लेक्टेड जेट लीव्ह होणार आहे. ओके, एक्झिट होणार आहे. After at the exit, the final velocity in the direction of the jet will be. Now, by looking at the diagram, can you tell me what will be the final velocity in the direction of the jet?
V cos.
Okay, so let me just show you. So the answer you gave is almost correct, not totally correct, almost correct. So this is the initial velocity V. Now after the jet gets deflected, it is going to fall out with again the same velocity V, because what we are going to assume here is that there is no loss of energy after the jet strikes the plate. Okay, so as the jet enters with a velocity V, it will leave or it will exit with the velocity V only. Now, but this V is in an inclined position. Okay, and we want to find out the final velocity in the x direction or the direction of the jet. This is the x direction. So what we are going to do, this V we are going to divide it into two components. One is the horizontal, one is the vertical component. Now this here is angle theta, as we have already told you. What is theta? It is the angle between the deflected jet and the horizontal. So this will be your angle theta, and as this is angle theta, the component next to the angle is always cos component, and the component away from the angle is always the sine component. So this horizontal component is V cos theta, and vertical is V sine theta. Now initial velocity in the x direction or the direction of the jet is V, and the final velocity in the direction of the jet or the x direction is V cos theta, but this direction is going away from the direction of the jet, so I'll put it as minus V cos theta. So the final velocity in the direction of the jet will be nothing but minus V cos theta. Understood? Any problem?
Yes, sir.
So let us proceed. Now the mass of water jet striking the plate per second is as always rho a V for a stationary plate. Okay, now I don't need to explain again and again how this value of rho a V is, but still by considering that one or two it might be 3 or 4 students first lecture, I'll explain it very rapidly. So mass of water jet striking plate per second. So mass per second, mass is nothing but rho into volume. That is density into volume upon second. Okay. And volume upon second is nothing but discharge. So it will be nothing but rho into Q, discharge. And rho, another formula of discharge is nothing but area into velocity. Here V is the velocity of the jet, A is the area of the jet, and it is given as small a. So the formula for mass of water jet striking the plate per second is rho A V. Now, the force exerted by the jet on the curved plate in the direction of the jet, according to impulse momentum principle, will be Fx is equal to mass of water jet striking the plate per second, that is rho Av, into initial velocity with which the jet strikes minus final velocity. So, mass of water jet striking is rho Av, initial velocity is V. ओके इनिशियल वेलोसिटी आपली काय आहे ऍब्सोल्यूट वेलोसिटी v आणि फायनल वेलोसिटी काय आहे मायनस v cos theta. So it will be rho av into v, minus into minus will be plus, so v plus v cos theta. Here we will take v common and it will be, and we will take that outside the bracket. So our formula for impact of jet on moving curved, there is one problem here. It is not moving, it is stationary. Stationary curved plate, when the jet strikes at the center, is rho A v square into 1 plus cos theta, because v we have taken common and we have taken it outside the bracket. Using this formula, we are going to solve the numericals on impact of jet on stationary curved plate when the jet strikes at the center. Any questions here?
Sir, water plate वरती strike झाल्यावर velocity decrease होत नाही का sir?
No, that is what I was telling you. We are going to assume here, okay, for this impulse momentum principle, that when the jet strikes the plate, there is no loss in energy. There is no loss in energy, okay, that we are going to assume. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Okay. आपण हे assumption करतोय. आता नॉर्मली जेव्हा तुम्ही टर्बाइन्स डिझाईन करणार किंवा एक पर्टिक्युलर टर्बाइन तुम्ही आपल्या हायड्रो इलेक्ट्रिक प्लांट साठी सो इफ you want to design a turbine or you want to select a particular turbine for our purpose in a hydroelectric power plant, okay, in that case you will consider that there is some loss of energy because it is real life, and in real life there is going to be some loss of energy, okay. But
Okay, sir.
what we do is we for a particular turbine, जर आपण आपल्या हायड्रोइलेक्ट्रिक for our hydroelectric power plant we are buying a particular turbine, so that company which manufactures the turbine, it is going to give us a coefficient with which we will multiply our answer using this formula, okay, and that coefficient is going to account for the loss in energy. For example, okay, after we solve this formula and our answer is, that is force being exerted by the jet is, for example, 100 Newton, okay, but the turbine we have purchased from a particular company, that company has given the coefficient of that turbine as, for example, 0.89. that means it is similar to the coefficient of discharge. That means the loss of energy that is taking place, okay, is 11%. How? 89% energy is being retained, but 11% energy is being lost. So the coefficient will be given as 0.89 and we will multiply this answer by 0.89 and we will get the correct force being exerted, that is 89 Newton. So here, that is why here we are directly assuming that there is no loss in energy. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question? Okay. If there is no other question, we'll move to the numericals. So, is the numerical visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Question. Okay. So, a jet of water of 40 mm diameter moving with a velocity of 30 meter per second strikes a curved fixed symmetrical plate at the center. Find the force exerted by the jet water in the direction of the jet if the jet is deflected through an angle of 120 degree at the outlet of the curved plate. So here we have to identify the questions. Okay. की कुठल्या टाईपचं क्वेश्चन विचारलं त्याच्यानुसार तुम्ही काय करू शकता, तुम्ही बरोबर त्या क्वेश्चनला स्पेसिफिक तुम्ही फॉर्म्युला आठवून तो अप्लाय करू शकता. Okay, so here what is being asked? The jet of water strikes a curved plate, curved and a fixed plate. So we know already that it is in case A, that is when the plate is fixed, and it is from the first case, it is of the third type, that is when the plate is curved. Okay, that we know. Now here again one thing is given to us, that the jet strikes at the center. Okay, so we are going to use the formula for impact of jet on a curved, stationary curved plate when the jet strikes at the center of the plate. Next, what is given? The jet of water diameter is given to us 40 mm. Let us convert that into meters. Then the velocity of that jet is given as 30 meter per second. And last and the most important point which is given is the jet is deflected through an angle of 120 degree at the outlet of the curved plate. So here, now when the jet strikes the plate at the center, okay, what is theta? Okay, so this is the jet of velocity v which is traveling at the exit of the plate. So what we have done here is we have taken this as theta. That what is theta? Theta is the angle between the horizontal and the deflected jet. But here it is not 120 degree. What has been given in the question? What has been given in the question to us is the jet is deflected through an angle of 120 degree. That means the jet is traveling, okay, in the horizontal line, and it gets deflected through an angle of 120 degree. That means, okay, this entire angle of deflectance is 120 degree. And theta is not given to us. We have to find out the theta. So let us see. I have prepared this, not an animation, just this slide. Okay, so this is the curved plate, and this dotted line shows the line of action of the water jet, and our water jet gets deflected through 120 degree. Okay, our water jet is going to get deflected through 120 degrees. So this angle here is 120, and this can be classified as theta. So if you see here, this angle is theta. Okay, and if I extend this line, this angle will be based upon this angle will be 120 degree. Now this total angle, it is 180 degree. Okay, so theta will be 180 minus 20. That is, it will be 60 degree. So we have got our theta. Now we know the formula, Fx is equal to rho a v square into 1 plus cos theta. This is the formula for impact of jet on curved plate when the jet is striking at the center. Now, rho is nothing but the density of water, 1000 kg per meter cube. Area, 40 mm diameter is given to us. First of all, we'll convert the mm into meters. That is 0.04 meters. And we will find out the area by pi by 4 d square. So I'll get the area. Velocity v is 30 meter per second into bracket 1 plus cos theta. Theta is 60 degree. So you can directly find out the answer here. So tell me what will be the answer? Yes.
$171 Newton.
How much?
171.
171 point
1701.
1701
Yes, sir.
Newton. Okay, let us check. The answer is 1695.6 newtons. Okay, so there is not much difference between your answer and the answer given in the slide. The difference will be a result of this area. Okay, calculation of this area. So, have we got it? Any questions? Any doubts? Yes, any questions? Any doubt?
No, sir.
One second. Okay, so if there is no other question, here we have studied the impact of jet on stationary curved plate when the jet strikes at the center, and we have also solved a numerical on it. Now, what we will do is we will now go to the second subtype, that is impact of jet on a stationary curved plate when the jet strikes the curved plate tangentially, that is from one of the side. So should we start it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is there any question regarding jet striking at the center? Okay. So if there is no question, let us proceed. This is the second subtype. Okay. And there is one more, that is the third subtype, that we will see, if the time permits, we'll see in today's lecture only, or we'll see in the next lecture. So this is the second subtype, impact of jet on stationary curved plate when the jet strikes tangentially at one end and the plate is symmetrical. So here you can see that the jet is not striking at the center as in the previous cases, but here you can see, here this is the pipe, this is the nozzle here. Okay, and the jet is striking tangentially, okay, from one end of the curved plate, okay, and it is exiting out from the other end. Now, if I just show you with the help of the diagram, okay, so important things to first remember here as the plate is first curved, it is stationary, that means it is not moving. Then the jet is striking tangentially at one end, and the next most important point is the plate is symmetrical. आता असिमेट्रिकल काय असते ते आपण थर्ड सबटाइप मध्ये बघणार आहे, बट यू हॅव टू कन्सिडर दॅट इफ यू कन्सिडर अ सेंटर लाइन as it is shown here, the center line, the dimensions of the plate above this center line are equal to the dimension of the plate below the center line. आता unsymmetrical म्हणजे काय? ओके, या प्रकारे जर कर्व्ड प्लेट असेल, this is known as an unsymmetrical, because you can see the dimensions of this plate above this center line are not equal to the dimensions of the plate below the center line. So this is an unsymmetrical, whereas this is a symmetrical. So we will consider that the jet strikes the plate with a velocity v. Okay, the jet is striking the plate with a velocity v, and when we assume that there is no loss in the energy when the jet strikes the plate, the jet will move out along, will travel along the plate, and it will move out the other end, or it will exit the other end with the velocity v itself. Entry ची velocity v, exit ची velocity सुद्धा v. Okay. Now this velocity v, it is not in a horizontal direction, okay, it is striking in an inclined position. So the next logical thing to do is we will find out components. We will take this as theta. What is theta? Theta is the angle between the horizontal and the direction of the jet at the inlet. This is, let me call this as the inlet, and this is the outlet where the water is exiting the curved plate. So at the inlet, let theta be the angle between the horizontal and the direction of the jet. Okay, now at the outlet the velocity is v, which is also the inlet velocity, but this is also inclined, so we will also give this velocity at the outlet two components. Okay, and as the entire curved plate is symmetrical, okay, the angle of inlet will be equal to the angle of outlet, that is theta. Why? Because the plate is symmetrical. And here again what we'll do, we will give two components to it. Here it will be v cos theta, and here it will be v sin theta. Now you know this is acting in the direction opposite to the positive x direction, so this will be minus v cos theta. Okay, keep that in mind. So have you understood this basic point? How the jet is going to strike tangentially on this symmetrical curved plate?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? If
No, sir.
okay, if no, then let's proceed. So the figure in the previous slide shows a fluid jet striking a stationary symmetrical curved smooth plate at one end tangentially. त्या प्लेटला एवढं मोठं त्याला डिस्क्रिप्शन दिलेलं आहे, स्टेशनरी, सिमेट्रिकल, कर्व, स्मूथ. Okay, do not get confused. Okay, when you understand the meaning of all this, there is no point in getting confused in it. Okay, now next, the plate is symmetrical about the x-axis. Let v be the velocity of the jet at the inlet end of the plate. Let theta be the angle made by the jet with x-axis at the inlet end of the curved plate. So theta is the angle made by the jet with the x-axis, that means with the horizontal at the inlet point or at the inlet end of the curved plate. Now as the plate is symmetrical, theta will be the angle made by the jet with x-axis or horizontal at the outlet end also. Okay, which I have already explained to you. And as the plate is smooth, v will be the velocity of the jet at the outlet end of the plate. As the plate is smooth, we assume, okay, the plate is smooth, it means that there is no loss in energy. Okay, when I say the plate is smooth, that takes into account or assumption that there is no loss in energy. So what we have learned, theta is the inlet angle, theta is also the outlet angle, v is the inlet velocity, v is also the outlet velocity. Proceeding further. Now, directly we'll find out the force exerted by the jet in x and y direction. Now, as the jet is striking at an inclined position v, now we have to find out both the forces in the x direction as well as the forces in the y direction. So let us find out. So first we will find out Fx, that is force in the x direction. Okay, force in the x direction or the direction of the plate. It will be mass flow rate into initial velocity in the x direction minus final velocity in the x direction. Now mass flow rate, that means mass of the jet striking the plate per second, which is nothing but rho into area into velocity into initial velocity काय असणार आहे, v cos theta in the x direction. Okay, आणि final velocity after the jet has struck the plate ती कुठे येणार आहे, outlet ला येणार आहे. It is also v cos theta, but as it is in the opposite direction, we will take it as minus. So v cos theta minus v cos theta. So minus will be plus. So here it will be rho a v. V will be common. We will take it outside. V into v, it will be v square, and cos theta plus cos theta will be nothing but 2 cos theta. Okay, so the formula for the force exerted by the jet in the x direction is rho a v square into 2 cos theta. Or Fx is equal to 2 rho a v square into cos theta. Now let us find out the force in the y direction. Okay, now you already know what to do. Tell me what will be the value of Fy. I'll just
V sin theta.
Tell me the final value of Fy. जसं इथं आन्सर मध्ये Fx काढलेलं आहे आपण तसं Fy.
V sin theta minus
Fx is equal
Zero,
to
sir.
Fy.
Fy is equal to
0.
Fx.
Fy is equal to Fx कशावरून? See, mass flow rate as it is, it will be rho a v into initial velocity in y direction So what is the initial velocity in the y direction? That means at the inlet, initial velocity here it is given, it is v sine theta. V sine theta minus final velocity in the y direction. This is the final velocity in the y. It is also v sine theta, and both are positive. Inlet वरती सुद्धा v sin theta आहे तो positive आहे because it is acting in the positive y direction upwards. In both the cases, inlet and outlet सुद्धा. So it is v sin theta minus v sin theta, which is equal to 0. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Fy is equal to 0. Now, if you get somewhat confused in all the 4 types that we have studied up to, the first case was stationary flat plate, which is vertical or which is normal to the jet. Now here the jet was striking normally. That means it was striking directly on the plate, or it was acting perpendicular to the plate. So we only found out one F. In the next case, that is in the inclined jet, the inclined plate, the jet acted on the plate in an inclined direction. Okay, so there we had two, Fx and Fy. If you go and watch the previous lecture again. Similarly, in the third case, the curved plate was there, but the jet was striking at the center of the plate. So here also we found out only force, because here the jet was striking directly. But in this case that we have studied now, that is in the fourth case, the jet was striking in an oblique manner, or it was striking tangentially. So here also it was inclined, so we had to find out Fx and Fy. Just important point for you to remember. So here we have finished with the impact of jet on stationary curved plate when the jet strikes tangentially at one end and the plate is symmetrical. So have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Others?
Yes, sir.
Others also. So now we will see the third subtype of the curved plate, which is impact of jet on stationary curved plate when the jet strikes tangentially at one end, but the plate is unsymmetrical. So if you have understood this symmetrical type, you will be easily able to understand the unsymmetrical type. So let us proceed there. Impact of jet on stationary curved plate when the jet strikes tangentially at one end and the plate is unsymmetrical. One second. So here now what is going to happen? Let me just draw the x direction first, which will be our center line. So as you can see, this curved plate is unsymmetrical. It is not symmetrical. So what is the difference that you think will be in this part, okay, as compared to the symmetrical part? कौन सांगू शकता है? Yes, please answer.
प्लेटचं साईज वेगळं वाटत.
Yes. So here what is happening is the jet is striking tangentially, similar to the symmetrical part. Okay. Now it is entering the plate, curved plate with a velocity v, and as the plate is smooth, it is going to fall out with a velocity v. Okay. So that part will remain same. It is entering with a velocity v, and as the plate is smooth, there is no loss of energy. So it is exiting with a velocity v. But next most important point that happens here is, as the plate is unsymmetrical, angle here will be, if I consider it is theta, but the angle here, it will not be theta. Why? Because the plate is unsymmetrical. So here, for example, the angle will be phi. We will assume that the angle is phi. So here, that is the only difference between symmetrical and unsymmetrical. We have different inlet angle and outlet angle. In the symmetrical part, we had both same inlet and outlet angle, but here we'll have different. So let us see, let us study it. The plate is a fluid jet strikes a stationary. See, the plate is stationary, it is curved, it is unsymmetrical, and it is smooth. At one, and it strikes at the plate at one end tangentially. The plate is unsymmetrical about x-axis. Let v be the velocity of the jet at the inlet end of the plate. Let theta be the angle made by the jet with x-axis at the inlet end of the curved plate. So, the angle made by the jet with the x-axis at the inlet, let us assume it is theta. As the plate is unsymmetrical, let phi be the angle made by the jet with x-axis at the outlet end of the curved plate. So as the plate is unsymmetrical, the angle made by the jet with the x-axis, it will be phi. It will not be theta, it will be, we'll assume it is phi. And as the plate is smooth, v will be the velocity of the jet at the outlet end of the plate also. Okay. Are you following me up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us proceed. Now, the forces exerted by the jet in x and y directions will be, in the x direction, it will be Fx is equal to mass flow rate into initial velocity in x direction minus final velocity in x direction. Now, for that purpose, let me just show you. Okay. So this is velocity v with which it is entering. This is velocity v with which it is leaving. Both are same. Velocity is same at the inlet and outlet. Now here, this here is angle theta. This here is angle phi. Okay. This will be v cos theta and v sin theta. Okay, two components. And here it will be v sin phi, and here it will be v cos phi. Okay, so mass flow rate, it will be rho a v, as we all know, into initial velocity in x direction kya hai? What is the initial velocity in x direction?
V cost.
It is v cos theta. And what will be the final velocity in the direction in x direction?
V cos phi.
V cost phi.
It
Minus V cost.
oh, okay, yes, sorry. It will be minus v cos phi. So the answer that we'll get is rho a, v common निघणार यातून बाहेर येणार rho a v square into cos theta plus cos phi. Let us check what we have assumed, whether it is correct or not. So it is correct. Fx is equal to rho a v square into bracket cos theta plus cos phi. Okay. Now find out for force exerted in the y direction, that is Fy. Find out for Fy. It will be mass flow rate into initial velocity in y direction minus final velocity in y direction. So tell me,
V sin theta minus V sin phi, sir.
rho a v square into काय येणार?
Sin theta minus sin phi.
Sin phi.
Sin theta minus sin phi. Okay, so let us check. So it is correct. Fy is equal to rho a v square into bracket sin theta minus sin phi. So here, has everyone understood this? Is there any question, any problem? Yes, anyone?
No, sir.
Yes, because here we have finished with the first case, that is case number A, which is jet striking on a stationary plate. Here we have seen jets striking on a flat vertical stationary plate. Then second, we have seen jets striking on a flat inclined stationary plate. And third was jet striking on a stationary curved plate. And in that stationary curved plate, we have seen three subtypes. First, when the jet strikes at the center of the curved plate. Second, when the jet strikes tangentially at one end and the plate is symmetrical. And third, when the jet strikes tangentially at one end and the plate is unsymmetrical. We have seen all the type. From the next lecture, we will start with the impact of jet on moving plates. Okay? म्हणजे हे जे आता आपण स्टेशनरीचे टाइप बघितले ते सेम टाइप्स आपण आता फक्त मूव्हिंग मध्ये बघणार आहे when the plate is moving. So we'll study about flat vertical moving plate, flat inclined moving plate, and curved moving plates. Now let us just see if we can do one numerical here. So is the question visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so a jet of water from the nozzle is deflected through 60° from its original direction by a curved plate, which it enters tangentially without shock with a velocity of 30 meters per second and leaves with a mean velocity of 25 meters per second. If the discharge from the nozzle is 0.8 kg per second, I think calculate the magnitude of the resultant force on the vane if the vane is stationary. Now here, one thing that we have to recognize, the jet of water from the nozzle is deflected through 60° from its original direction. Okay, which it enters tangentially without shock. So we have to find out the difference between the angle at which the jet is entering, angle at which the jet is leaving. Okay, so then next, discharge is given to us kg per second. Okay, and that is nothing but mass per second. This discharge is nothing but mass per second, that is rho AV जो आहे तो आपल्याला डायरेक्टली काय दिलेला आहे 0.8 kg per second. Okay, and we have to find out and initial velocity, final velocity आपल्याला दिलेली. आता इथे इनिशियल वेलोसिटी डिफरंट आहे, फायनल वेलोसिटी डिफरंट आहे. Okay, so what we are going to assume here is that there is some amount of loss of energy. We will consider initial velocity as 30 meter per second and final velocity as 25 meter per second, and we'll solve this numerical. Now this numerical will almost take 10 minutes to solve. So I think we'll solve this numerical in the next lecture. I have already sent you the notes of the numerical. You can try the numerical yourself if you want. Okay, you can try the numerical yourself if you want. Otherwise we are going to discuss that in the next lecture itself. And in the next lecture, after we have finished with this numerical, we will start with the second case, or the case number V, which is moving plates. So if there are no questions, there are no doubts here, I will end the lecture here itself. Yes, any questions, any doubts?
सर मिड सेम चे मार्क्स.
Yes, I'm still correcting some 9 to 10 students are remaining for correction. Okay, because I have to check each and every point. प्रत्येकाला क्वेश्चन जरा वेगळा होता, म्हणजे त्यात इनपुट जो गिवन डेटा डिफरंट होता. So I have to check each answer sheet differently. Okay, each point I have to check in each answer sheet to check whether each steps are correct or not. So it is taking some time. By next week, I'll give you the mid-sem marks.
ओके सर.
Any other questions? Okay. If no, then I'll end the lecture. Thank you, everyone. You can leave.
Thank you, sir.